challengers. And dropping in right now, we've got Cam Soda, familiar name in the community. He is going to be landing, looks like all alone in this little hillside residential area. And he's going to get a nice little set of loot. He's also got himself an ATV to stay mobile there in the early portion of the game.
Yeah, he'll be able to go ahead and get in here, get a little bit of loot. It looks like he's going to be missing a weapon so far. He's got a backpack and a helmet. Helmet always feels good to find. Got a tan backpack there too. We'll see if he ends up getting weapons when we cut back to him at some point in the game. Josh King here finds himself a cop car, and it looks like he's driving around pretty quick. He definitely hasn't looted that building yet. He may have thought that somebody pressed that building with him and he's going to go ahead and take off, but there's usually a pretty decent amount of loot inside that building where the cop car spawns at. And then we've got Kinder over here looting the 3-story office.
There is, but this is an early game strategy that I've seen a lot of players do in preparation for tournaments like this. Josh King, it's Devo takes down Pickle Rick.
Not Pickle Rick.
Not Pickle Rick, the first one down. But what I was saying is, they'll go immediately, if you're spawning in over PV and you see a car, you go immediately for the car, and then you get out of PV as soon as you possibly can. And there's Josh, he still looks like he has no loot, but it was just because he grabbed the car, and now he's looking for loot later, and he made a huge mistake walking into the wrong building. Senna hunts down Josh King, takes him down with a shotgun blast to the back.
Yeah, Senna Knight going to get that shot in. He picked the wrong building. One of the things, though, is when you take off of these cars and you go out to these areas, in a normal match, it may be an area that's not highly populated, but people spread out a lot more in a tournament-style format. They're not rushing to try and get into a fight at PD and PV immediately off the break. They're taking a little bit of time out. They want to go a little bit farther out, stay alive longer. So a lot of those areas you would normally drive away to aren't safe, or they've already been looted. So I think it's a little bit of a risk to do that.
Exactly. It might be more smart to see who parachuted in around you and then judge where you're able to go based on that. Maybe not go too far away from PV, but just go to the other side of PV and just kind of loot around. Just Swift here wants this fight pretty badly. Decides to fall back, though. X2 Cal was taking shots on Just Swift's truck and then just hiding behind this tree over here. I don't know how much X actually wanted to fight. I think Ix just might have wanted to take those warm-up shots through the attrition game, and Pixie Sticks is now pushing in on Memphis, sees the gas grenade out over there. Might have been Pixie's gas grenade, and this fight is going to happen. Pixie is right on top of Memphis, sees, takes the shots. Memphis is taken down very fast by Pixie. Pixie has a really great shot, showed us all there.
Yeah, Pixie stepping up with that AK and just laser beaming and getting that kill. Now we have a fight here between Hockey Kinger and Vovo FPS. Hockey just a little bit below. Vovo gonna go ahead and hop into his car though and start to drive away. Doesn't look like he wants the fight. Ixticle gonna get finally taken down by Just Swift. Just Swift finding that fight, and it looks like Slabdavin got involved here. He did have an assist on that, 70 meters away here, and it looks like Just Swift has spotted him. It might be looking to take another fight.
Just Swift is looking to take every single fight he's come across so far. I know Ixticle was taking those shots onto his truck, and he just rolled around to the back of that barn, hopped out, and then started pushing on Ixticle. He got the kill eventually. Now Just Swift, a couple of shots in the Just Swift's body, down to 77%. Nice little peeking on that tree, but Slabdavin's doing the exact same thing with that wall over there. And this fight is still going. Good shots there from Slabdavin and Just Swift. Swift is in a lot of trouble now. 6%, has to pull off a heel, but Slab is pushing. This is going to happen. This is going to be a peak shot right here. Next shot to land wins, and both of these players have missed so far. And Slabdavin takes down Just Swift with the shotgun. Another close range battle here. Senna Knight.
Senna in the second one there, gets it with the hip fire to the head on the AR. So that's the second close range encounter that Senna's gone through. One with a shotgun, one with an AR, getting 2 clean kills and gonna be able to get a little bit more loot.
And see, with 2 close range battles in a row like that, Senna's heart is pounding, but the confidence is growing. If you keep winning those fights, you're gonna stay on top. Noble Spirits gets tagged by I Am Pain, bleeding a little bit. Looks like 1 hit on the 2-tap Lammy. Drives away though, gonna play it safe. Matt, I Am Pain though, is rotating around, possibly to get a couple more shots on Noble Spirit's police car.
Yeah, Spirit's definitely a top-tier player that we know in the community quite well. We'll see if he's going to go ahead and decide to get out of there. He wants to play Sunday. He's going to go and try and make sure that he gets to play on Sunday. Shots come out, 2-tap out of Pixie onto Vovo. Pixie shot on fire right now. Shotgun battle here between Neverland Man and Chronic, putting Neverland way behind. Not able to get a connection, finally finds it, gets the 1 pump into Chronic. Chronic gonna go down. Neverland almost dying.
Neverland was down to 1 shot and just outmaneuvered on that one. The jumping, the dancing around, and then finally landed the shotgun blast. And we saw from Pixie. Pixie came to play today. That is amazing. 2 early kills for her. Elsewhere, Caution, ADHD gets a kill with a shotgun. Another close range battle. There are a lot of close range battles happening in this one.
I love this guy's name. My beard scares me.
Beard scares
Shave.
me too.
Shave?
Dally Maid taking a couple of shots on that guy, Jake, and Jake is not afraid to fight. Pulls a couple more shots right back onto Dally. A grenade comes out right on top of the rock, not going to do any damage to that guy, Jake. That guy, Jake, just rotates around, falls back into coverage, and Dally is now waiting to peek, throws a Molotov. That's going to be right on top of the rock, but that guy, Jake, has fallen all the way back into the forest. We have another close-range battle, Gino versus JoJo. Gino Star takes down JoJo Brinks with the shotgun. These players have come to fight, and now we have a rush coming in with the shotgun blast coming out from that guy, Jake. Dally Maid in a little bit of trouble, but comes out on top, takes down that guy, Jake, with the shotgun blast as well.
Dally Maid with a very aggressive play there, hopping out of the car to get that kill with the shotty. And Pixie back into another fight here with Hockey. Pixie already with 2 kills so far this match. Hockey Finger not really hopping out, goes for the car to try and get away, gets tagged once into the makeshift. Now opening up again, Pixie trying to find a kill.
And Hockey hopped. Hockey taking a lot more shots right back. A nice little spray there from the ridgeline. Doesn't have anywhere to go though, and Pixie was just landing every single shot right now. Hockey King are down to 76, and Pixie's going to push the issue. She is not afraid of Hockey at all right now. She's getting the high ground, parking the car in a possibly safe space from Hockey and rotating around, but Hockey using this ridgeline to hide from Pixie.
Yeah, Pixie not playing too aggressive though. She doesn't want to get up and do that 50-50 coin flip in those close range encounters where the guy might just get you in the head with a shotgun. It's not worth it. She is just trying to go ahead and get an angle to try and get some shots. She knows she was ahead. He has had enough time to go ahead and get healed up to 100% though. Carr gets tagged a couple times, gets one hit into Hockey. Hockey down to 80 bleeding, but he already has that med kit rolling, which will keep him stable for the time being.
Exactly, but Pixie just landing these shots from every single distance possible, and like you said, playing it very safe. We're now in California, who is rotating around Annex, and Annex hops out ready to fight. Killa is falling back, though. He does not want to go down in 63rd position, so he's falling completely back. Neither one of these players are injured, so this is a chase that's just kind of happening. It's Annex is now hopped out. He was blowing his horn at Killa, wanting the fight, and Annex loses the helmet, falls back behind the tree, and now Killa is playing the peak game. We got a Molotov coming out, and California is having to run a second Molotov coming out. None of them have landed on Killa yet, and California steals the police car and bails. He gets away safely. Annex down to 75 health, but really wants to take these fights.
Yeah, Annex is playing extremely aggressive here today. I don't know if he's going for top 10 or if he's just looking to see if he can get a bunch of kills on some players and ruin some other guys' days, but he is definitely playing an aggressive style. Hockey now still in this fight, steps right into the grenade of Pixie Sticks, and that is going to be Pixie's 3rd kill on the match.
She is on fire right now and not afraid to take any fights. Boss T just running right up on the card shark, just blasting shotguns into the chest. Takes him down to 1 health.
Yeah, he'll have a second there. When you get down to 1 health, you have about 1 or 2 seconds there to roll the heal before it kills you. So he should be able to go ahead and stabilize as long as he had a healing on him.
That was a close one. Just running straight at someone, just blasting shotgun blasts into their chest. That was a really, really close fight. 1% is about as close as it gets. And we are seeing these players going to the north of PV, it looks like, for this new safe zone. And Caution, ADHD pops right out right on top of Hafez. Hafez gets taken down by the shotgun. Caution, ADHD with another shotgun blast. Another close-range battle. Gamer Dad TV takes down Jones, 909 with a shotgun.
Where did he come from? He's out in the open, just running through open field with a shotgun, but ends up getting the kill with it. We're seeing a lot of shotgun kills here so far. A lot of these engagements have been extremely close.
These players are playing so aggressively this game. There is no safe play coming out of anyone right now, and the shotgun is the guy in the match. Everyone's just playing such close range. Jim the Pleb right now against Gino Star. Jim takes down Gino Star with a shotgun blast to the face, and Gino hopped out of the cop car to try to take down Jim. C-Class is my father now taking shots down on Jim as well. It's just fight after fight after fight in this early game. These players really came to get some kills and came to impress.
Yeah, we'll see how this fight goes down. Jim still looking for these shots on Class is my father. He gets one into the 2-hit, takes it down to a 1-shot. Grenade coming out from C-Class is my father. Going to be long, though, not able to connect onto Jim. Cosmic now in a fight here with Enigma, I believe. Neither player getting the connection yet.
M. Kim, Cosmic versus M. Kim right now. And Cosmic is pushing up closer on that wall. M. Kim just using The broken down fan right there is cover. Kim loses a helmet. They both lost a helmet in that exchange. Both players now putting a new helmet on, pushing. Here comes another shotgun battle. Kim using the wall, but gets taken down. Cosmic with a headshot, shotgun blast, another kill, and Jim the pleb is in so much trouble right now. Behind a molly, behind a gas grenade, and C-Class, my father, is really pushing the issue. Knows Jim is injured. Jim was able to get a couple of heals off, though, so he is back up to 72%, hiding behind this rocket. Now he is pushing in close. This is a fight that's going to happen. C-Class, my father, rotating on either side of the Jeep. Jim loses his helmet. He's down to 60%.
Yeah, still coming out here between Jim. Molotov down. It is on the far side of the rock, which is going to stop it from doing damage to him. If he moves too much farther to his left, though, he is going to be into the damage of that Molotov. Now, flashbang, I believe, coming out from Classes My Father. Not able to connect, though.
And Darkus is about to start pinching C-Class is my father. Jim the Jerk taking more shots into the Jeep of C-Class is my father, who's rotating around completely. Onto another rock. And now Jim pushing back. Jim might get flanked as well. We saw another player, Darkus, in the background. C-Class is my father taking the fresh car, taking a headshot as well. He is exposed at this point. Jim with some nice shots onto the running away. C-Class is my father. Now he is left. He's going to get a key off of this body bag, and he is left with the Jeep that he nearly destroyed.
Yeah,
Darkus still off in the distance. Darkus is about to take some shots on the Jim, possibly. We're back into another close-range battle, though. Daily Maiden, GamerDad TV. GamerDad TV got a shotgun kill earlier. Makes a little bit of distance using the car and comes right back, but getting sprayed down by AK fire. GamerDad TV pulls out the shotgun. He's standing still, but none of the shots land. Dally Maid chucks a smoke grenade, tries to get a heal, does not know that GamerDad TV is down to about 15%.
Not sure that smoke nade was worth it. Ended up throwing it. I think he might have thought that he had a throwable. Darkus finds the kill onto Jim on the other side of the map there. But GamerDad going to go ahead and throw out a grenade. Not able to connect. Still has a lot of bleeding on him. Level 2 bleed, and Dally now on the chase. GamerDad not able to get the heals off. He needs to stay moving to not get killed, but he has to stop at some point to get the heal off to keep himself alive. So I don't think this one's going to do too well for GamerDad, as Dally made hops to throw a couple more shots, let him know that he's still there. He's down to 15 and still running.
He was honking his horn as well. He wants GamerDad TV to know that he is chasing him the entire way. This fight is going to happen, and GamerDad TV is at 11% and has 2 ticks of bleeding. He's in a lot of trouble at this point.
Dally doesn't even register that the other car went by. He is 100% laser focused on GamerDad, and he is going to hunt this kill down.
GamerDad is going to have to find a position where he can hop out somewhere and hopefully peek battle with a shotgun if he wants to make this happen. But here's the deal. He did so much driving around that he made Dally bored of the chase. So Dally's going to fall back, and GamerDad's going to be able to get a heal off. Elsewhere, Road California taking down the Jake Parker, and Lotion right now in a fight with Slab Davin, falling back behind the truck.
Yeah, goes ahead, hops in that car, and it looks like he's going to go ahead and drive off. Class of My Father finds himself a shotgun kill elsewhere on the map, and we have Slab Davin still up there. Dally Maid finds himself another kill. Finally gets that chase down onto GamerDad. So Dally with another shotgun kill. Pixie in another close range fight, already with 3 behind right now, and is gonna get taken down by Neverland Man as she steps back out to try and get a couple shots off.
Pixie had a really nice run there, a lot of aggression, a lot of great shots landed. Unfortunately gets taken down early. Neverland Man with some good shots there from the AK to take her out.
Still a ton of PV here in this safe zone. If it continues to pull that direction, and if it leaves any in there, it's going to be chaotic. Right now, there's a really strong chance that we center over the top of the fairgrounds, which we've casted a couple times, and it's always an insane ending. It is a super hectic, action-packed area when it starts getting really closed in on that, and it looks like California may have had some shots coming his way from Thanks for Dying.
And there it is, California bleeding a little bit, hops in the police car, falling back, looking for a heal. It looks like nobody is chasing him, so he's going to be able to get away from this as long as he picks a safe spot on the map to heal. He gets out on a ridgeline. We see the airdrop off in the distance. Of course, the airdrop offers up a few things. You can get some biofuel from there, you can get some 2-tap lammies, or you can get that prized gun, the hunting rifle. Dally May gets taken down by Vexed off in the distance. Right now we have Cosmic in a close range battle against Sleets, and Sleets with the car theft takes Cosmic's car and just gets away with it. That's one of the downsides to hopping out of your car and trying to take a fight like that.
Yeah, absolutely. So Sleaze just decides in the Ring Around the Rosie match to decide that he's just going to take the car and leave the game, and he gets away from Cosmic. Cosmic now going to be left here on foot without a vehicle, so no quick escapes for him. He could get forced into a fight where he can't get away later.
Exactly. We have Chad the Chillest using the blueberry bush as
this,
cover
dude.
with the rocks. You don't. This is one of those moves that if somebody sees you, you're in a lot of trouble, but he does have a nice little place to rotate around this rock. He has the ridge line to his back. Caution ADHD up against one bad Mofo 84. Nice little mid-range battle. Caution ADHD is going to use the Jeep to actually push. He wants this to happen, and he hops out, and there's a shotgun blast. This is happening again. 1v1, close range battle, 46% for Caution ADHD. A lot of shots being missed right now, but Caution is now down to one shot, and they are reloading. A nice little shot to the stomach of one bag, but one bag comes out on top, and they trade. Two players just traded. Oh no, it looks like Peruvian was able to take down one bag from off in the distance, so that was just a nice little pinch. Lotion steals a car. That's the second time we've seen.
Peruvian gets dropped by Senna. Senna in another close range fight just takes out Peruvian after he gets the kill. So he's going to go down there, and Lotion's now going to open up some shots into, I believe that's Goo or Ju? Goo 7?
Goo 7.
Goo 7, that's what we're going with. Lotion looks like he's chasing this fight. As that car flips, Goo has to hop out. A couple more shots coming out of Lotion. Gets forced into a reload as he runs out of ammo. He's down to 30-28 on his ammo, so he definitely wants a kill to go ahead and replenish some supplies. Trying to find the toes underneath the car. Molotov comes out. He's going to go ahead and drive away. I Am Pain now going to get involved, and Lotion's going to be forced to disengage from this fight. And it looks like I Am Pain might decide to chase, but he is going to go ahead and drive off. Cosmic finally goes down elsewhere on the map to a headshot.
Lotion, here's the planes coming overhead. There are going to be bombs dropping in, and those come very close to Lotion's position. Lotion almost drove right into him, and now it looks like he's going to try and at least check to see what's in this crate elsewhere. Chad the Chillest is in a lot of trouble, down to 14%, but he does have a med kit rolling, taking shots off in the distance, and that crate is looted. We don't know what was in it at this point. There's always something special hiding in those crates, though, and I think Lotion might have it, and he's taken off now.
It looks like Lotion now has an armor, and I don't think that he had it before, so it looks like he may have gotten a 2-hit out of there. That or he has a makeshift on, I didn't notice before. But Annex is a player that has played extremely aggressive, and he's right here next to Lotion, and you better believe that Annex is going to look for an angle and try to take this fight. He's tried to take every fight he's been able to get, and as I say this, for one time, he's going to go ahead and drive away, and Devo gets taken out by Lico.
Annex, he has been playing extremely aggressive, and I think part of it was there. He drove up, didn't find the angle he wanted, so he just decided to drive away, and then it took a while for shots to be returned on. So he was already pretty far removed from the fight to try to play aggressive on that one. Elsewhere, Hazelton taken down by Diversity, and Chad the Chillest takes down Senna. Senna won too many close-range battles, just could not take down the last one. Tiff Amazing gets taken down by Killing. We have a nice little close-range battle here between Diversity and PD527. Diversity hops onto the ATV and tries to get away, takes a shot to the back, down to 44% now. And bleeding, but gonna get away. I think
Here's the
PD
chase.
is gonna chase, though, absolutely.
Yeah, PD's definitely going to try and chase this one down for a second unless somebody else gets involved, which one of the players from WBG there might end up causing that fight to break up, but Vex getting shot at by Lico. Lico not able to get any connections into him. Slab dabbing right there in the area. We'll see if he gets involved in this fight at all as Yorkinet comes flying through on his car by the gas station there.
Exactly. He was just driving through, though. I think Yorkinet's just trying to find a nice little spot to hang out in the safe zone, and here is the new safe zone. These players are going to be forced more and more just outside Pleasant Valley, but there's still a lot of area left in PV for players to hang out, and you see a lot of those players down in the south. Just, they might be in the same building almost, it looks like, for a couple of them. They're right next door to each other. There might be some people playing some rooftops as well.
A lot of people right here, right around Chad the Chillest. There was a bunch of names stacked on top of each other, extremely close. So we've got Nebulous, Boss T, and Chad all here within about 60-ish meters of each other. We'll see if any of these guys end up getting into a fight. But I also wanted to point out that we're still pulling kind of into an area that we haven't seen play out so far in this tournament, and it's going to be a lot of kind of open field with some good ridges and stuff, and those guys that get the solid ridges early, and as long as their shots are hitting, are going to have a really good chance at kind of holding out until the end game.
Oh yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of area for these players to play on, and a lot of people we see off in the distance in PV, straight in front of Annex, we see a lot of names. So once if this gas pushes out of PV, all of these people who are playing in PV are going to have to come out at the same time. They're going to all be running through the same streets. They're going to all be using the same alleyways to push out of PV, and it's going to be a mess for a lot of them. Slab Davin taken out. I Am Pain with a shotgun with a little assistance from Sleets there. Again, the shotgun making a lot of noise in this match. Nice short-range battle here from Chad the Chillest, getting sprayed down by Diversity's AK, taken down.
Yeah, Diversity playing the little part of the fair there. popping up, getting some easy shots into Chad, gets the finish. McLaughlin now coming into the map from the edge of the gas there as it pushes on him. We'll see which direction he decides to go. We've got a close range fight there between Fizztay and Strix Nebulous. Fizztay gonna go ahead and take that one down, and he's gonna get a little bit more loot and a little bit longer time for safety. He's got about a minute 45 till this gas moves again, so I expect him to hang out for a minute or two as he gets healed up and grabs a little extra loot.
Absolutely. He had a nice little position there, but when the gas starts pushing in, he's going to have to go because he is right on the edge. I don't know if he had a vehicle hanging out on the outside, but here we go. C-Class is my father in a close-range battle right now with Annex. Annex with the aggression again and takes a lot of shots in the C-Class is my father's body. C-Class is my father is now out of ammo, and Annex is wildly in front in this fight. C-Class is my father hopping into the police car to try to get away. The spray coming in. That car is on fire right now, and C-Class is my father. It is a lot of trouble. Hops out and actually gets behind the wall over there in that residential area. He's down to 9 health, but he only has 2 ticks of bleeding, and he might actually be safe. I don't think Annex wants to roll behind that wall to try to chase him down into the back of the residential area behind those office buildings. So Annex is aggressive, but smart. A shotgun blast on the other side of that wall is deadly, as Oaken just found out another shotgun kill coming from Achille FPS, and now Yorkin had taken some damage from Annex as well. Looks like none of those bullets hit, though.
Annex just always looking for the fight. He's not chasing too much, though, into these really close-range encounters. If he can avoid them, surprised that he didn't press that fight, though, with as aggressive as been, especially knowing that he got that many hits into him and he was that low. Really surprised that he didn't take it. And Class is my father is starting to get that heal up, but there is a player just 7 meters away from him in the building right next door. So that's that awkward moment where you start hearing each other's footsteps and it gets a little bit of pressure.
And this circle is going closer and closer to using a lot of PV in it. Annex again, more shots coming out now on Twitch TV, Snotty G. And right there off in the distance, we saw an airdrop come in. Thanks for dying a little bit lit, dropping out into the fire department now.
Yeah, he's going to go ahead and drop back into the fire department, get a little bit of heals off. Adversity out there in the distance. Looks like he may have been in a recent engagement, down to about 50%. And thanks for dying. There's a little bit of loot in there, too. Doesn't look like anybody looted this originally off spawn, so he can go ahead and replenish a little bit of ammo. I think I saw an AK in there. So, again, we're at 75 players instead of 150, so there's ammo left around and stuff, too, in these late games. And there's going to be a lot of buildings that didn't get looted in these residential areas that players are going to be able to make use of. And it looks like that's where that finishing zone is going to go, is that, that western edge of H residential in PV.
Exactly, and there's a lot of really interesting places to play. Especially on rooftops. If you jump on top of these rooftops and you start playing each side, as long as you don't get pinched or there's not someone like literally right next door to you, they're really interesting ways to play the end game from these residentials and with all these buildings right there on the outside of PV. We're on board with Lico now, driving the cop car around. A lot of cars in this general area, and Lico loses armor. Gonna get away though. Elsewhere, C-Class My Father takes down Vex, and Fizztay chokes on toxic gas.
Shot coming out from Thanks for Dying, gets that kill on the slab dab. We're in a close range fight here with Frozen and I am EXP. Gonna get that finish, 97% health still left. Gonna get a little bit of loot, still has the majority of, I believe, all of his health left on his makeshift, or on his 2-hit. So, in a really good position, a lot of health, and he's gonna get a bunch more loot.
I just want to point out how controlled IMXP was in that fight just then. That was one of the calmest shotgun fights we've seen possibly all game. He took his time, aimed, got the shots, and got the kill in the end, was able to stay alive. Aporia Customs taking down Kinder Valbueno. Elsewhere, Lotion is now pushing in the direction of McLaughlin. Takes a couple of shots, but McLaughlin is using his police car to rotate around that cover really well, and now Lotion is taking over that cover. Annex, though, off in the distance. We know Annex wants to fight. Some shots coming in onto his police car, and he decides he's going to fall back and not lose the attrition battle right now. 28 players remain. You don't want to lose your car in the middle of the field. Another shotgun battle coming out. Boss T versus PD527. PD is down to 2 health and bleeding heavily. Or 13 health, I'm sorry, and bleeding heavily.
Yeah.
But he's going to be able to fall into the house and get a heal. Nice spot right there in the garage behind the door.
Mr. Seafit going down to Lico elsewhere on the map, and then Lotion taking a little bit of a barrel roll there down the hill in the car. Car's down to 40%. He's pressing really hard, and he is going to flip it. He's going to be forced to take that fight against Annex. Absolutely laser beams him down to 3. He's down to 2%. Extreme bleeding. We now have a close range fight between Class Classes My Father, who takes down Sezblade, and Annex is going to go down to Lotion. Lotion had an absolute laser beam out of that AK there.
That was some incredible spray control there from the AK. Literally landed every single shot that came out of the gun and took down Annex, who was one of the most aggressive players that we've seen so far in this game. So, wow.
And Lotion now with the SMG pushing in. He's going to be in a fight here with Thanks for Dying. Gets a couple tags, but he is extremely low. Thanks for Dying. Going to get the finish, though, with the shotgun. Lotion gets eliminated in 23rd. Oh, Lord have mercy. Also going down elsewhere on the map to Aporia.
Achille FPS now in a 1v1 with Lico out here in PV. Achille loses a helmet, decides to fall back completely, and smartly throws a smoke grenade immediately, but running into Oxygen in the back area here, and Oxygen is not pushing, but that gas is now right on top of Achille, who is bleeding and knows that there is a lot of danger in this area. Remember when I said that these players getting pushed out of PV are going to be using the same streets, they're all going to be using the same alleyways, they're all going to be pushing out of the exact same places as each other. Yorkin gets a shotgun kill on Sleets elsewhere. Achille, and another close-range battle. Diversity takes out Oxygen, who was on top of Achille a minute ago. I Am Soul C getting a Hellfire kill on GRT American. Lico choking on gas elsewhere, and we are down to 17 players left.
Yeah, I mean, we're down to 17. Neverland Man going to make that jump. Hits extremely low. Has to get this kill here onto My Beard. Scares me. Able to turn around, though, and get an easy kill after Neverland takes a ton of damage jumping off the top. And Sticky Rice takes out Rogue California in 16th. We are down to 15 players. 5 more to go to find our top 10 for Game 4 that go on to Sunday.
And I'm Soul C right on top of PD right now. He had to have seen that gun poking out from right through that doorway. They know that they are right next to each other. Elsewhere, My Beard Scares Me goes down in 14th. We are almost on that bubble, and these two players are just standing still. They don't want to die yet. Thanks for Dying in Diversity. And a nice little peek battle through these windows. And a lot of damage taken down to Diversity. He's down to 1 health, and he's in a lot of trouble. There it is. He bleeds out. Thanks for Dying with a shotgun kill. 13 players remaining, and I have to imagine that I'm Soul C is still standing right on top of another player. McLaughlin off in the distance, and there it is, Soul C and PD. These players are not moving. They have to know. They're just sitting there holding their positions.
It's like, yo, dude, you hang out, I'll hang out. We'll wait for about 3 more kills, then we can fight. We can fight. We just need to hang out for just another minute or 2.
But if those kills don't happen, that gas is advancing in 30 seconds. It's going to happen at some point. EXP takes down Achille FPS, 12 players remaining. If that gas comes in on top of these 2 players, the first one to make a move might be in a lot of trouble, or the person who holds their position could end up falling, because they both know that they are right there on the other side of that wall. This gas is going to force this fight.
This gas is absolutely going to force this fight in 15 seconds here. We'll see if one decides to try and make a run early to not be in the gas, or if one's going to sit in the gas and wait for the other guy to move and then try and finish him off. But at this point, you might have to try and out-heal, and it looks like PD527 is the first one to go ahead and try and make it out of here. Little wave there from Soul C, and he's going to step out and start firing into the back of PD. Cannot get a connection, though, or actually gets a couple connections, gets him down to 68, but not enough to get him down. And now he's going to have to walk into him for him to get out of the gas. And Sticky Rice versus Snotty G. Sticky Rice is going to go down to Snotty, though, and we are down to 11. Next death determines our top 10.
And this is a close one. There are a lot of injured players out there, too. So anybody who wants to play cleanup duty, this is your time right now. The next kill determines who is going to be playing on Sunday for the $50,000 prize pool and who's going to be going home and watching here from TwitchCon. And there it is, McLaughlin gets taken down by the shotgun of Twitch TV, Snotty G. We have our top 10. These players are all qualifying. Yorkin it with a shotgun blast on the llama, and everything is breaking loose right now. I'm Soul C goes down, EXP goes down. Yorkin it gets taken down by PD's shotgun. We have 6 players remaining.
Yeah, PD going off in the smoke there, gets himself 2 kills, and we are down to 6. He's going to come around this corner extremely low, though. Noble Spirits playing the high ground. Classes My Father going to find that final shot into PD527, and we do have 5 players remain. Cam Soda, Thanks for Dying, Class, Snotty, and Noble Spirits. Spirits with a high ground advantage right now. Everybody else is inside in this awkward standoff that we were just watching happen in the other building. So now they're all sitting inside of the fire department just waiting it out. At some point, one of these guys is going to have to go ahead and start making a taking some shots and start pressing the issue.
And there it is. We see Noble Spirits already taking shots down at C-Classes My Father, who ducks back inside the building. Noble Spirits is looking for places to rotate, maybe trying to figure out if somebody's going to be flanking him, but it's not going to happen. So he can actually hang out here for quite a while unless the gas starts to push him in. I bet he can hear Snotty G right underneath him, and it looks like Noble is jumping to try to get a nice little peek. Cam Soda off in the back behind his truck. He has nothing coming from his flank either, but you know he hears those footsteps.
He
inside
has
the
to keep
building.
an eye on that door too, because it's not that far through the gas. C-Class could easily play through and come out that door behind him, so he has to make sure that he pays attention to it.
Exactly. Snotty G now right underneath Noble. And they've got to be able to hear each other too, and there it is. Thanks for dying makes the move. C-Class is my father taken down in 5th place, but hey, still qualified.
Yeah, I mean, all of these guys, the pressure's off. They still want the win. It's still a pride thing, but they are going to go ahead and keep going here. They're all in on Sunday, which feels really good. And Noble Spirits might go for the jump with the car. No, he's just going to throw his car down and then grenade it? Smoke nades it. And he's going to go ahead and jump down, flip the car back over, and hop in it.
That was some strange next level strat that I've never seen before. And he loses his helmet for it. He's now the only one in a car, so everyone's taking shots at that car. But actually, Cam Soda and Thanks for dying in a close range battle. Another shotgun kill for Thanks for dying. He is extremely lit, but he looks like he's going to be able to fall back inside and get some cover and heal up. Noble Spirits, that move, throwing the smoke grenade on top of the car, put him in the safety, but now he didn't really find anything to do with it. But he's still alive here, top 2. Thanks for dying, chokes on gas.
Yeah, we've got Snotty versus Noble Spirits here for the final 2. We do see a Molotov for a second there. Snotty goes ahead and decides to come back. There's the Molotov throw finally out to the left side. Shots come out though from Spirits, and Spirits is just gonna eat him alive. Snotty G goes down, and Spirits takes down game 4 of the day here at the Challenger Qualifiers at TwitchCon.
GG, what a fun match. Can you believe how many shotgun kills we just saw in that match?
That match actually paced really well, where a lot of the times you see that kind of slow start into a little bit slower mid-game, and then everything's at the end. We saw consistent fights almost that entire match. So